Good evening, friends. We are continuing our series and we are already on session 5. And tonight we're going to look at Moses trusting God when there is no way out. Friends, difficult times can lead us to a point where we feel like our backs are against the wall and that there are very little options before us to find a way or a solution to overcome. We are left wondering to ourselves, how did I get myself into this situation, into this predicament? Have you ever felt like that? When you wake up with debt that seems unpayable, or you wake up in a relationship that seems unsavable, or a child that has become uncontrollable, caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, Egypt and the Red Sea for Moses. Friends, what is needed is a shift in our thinking. We need to see the setback as a setup for God to do miracles. In this account, Moses experienced the same feeling when, after leading Israel out of Egypt gloriously, they were stuck between the Red Sea and an angry Egyptian army. The book, The Red Sea Rules, The Same God Who Led You In Will Lead You Out, by Robert Morgan. There's a fantastic job of breaking down this moment between God, Moses, and the Israelites. Let's read Exodus chapter 14, and we're going to read verse 3 and 4, and then 9, 13 to 18, and I'm reading from the Amplified Version. For Pharaoh will say of the Israelites, they are wandering aimlessly in the land. The wilderness has shut them in. I will harden Pharaoh's heart so that he will pursue them, says God, and I will be glorified and honored through Pharaoh and all his army, and the Egyptians shall know without a doubt and acknowledge that I am the Lord. And they did so. The Egyptians chased them with all the horses and the war chariots of Pharaoh, his horsemen and his army, and they overtook them as they camped by the sea beside Pi-hahiroth and in front of Baal-zephon. Then Moses said to the people, do not be afraid, take your stand, be firm and confident and undismayed, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For those Egyptians whom you've seen today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you, while you only need to keep silent and remain calm. Verse 15. The Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the sons of Israel to move forward towards the sea. And as for you, lift up your staff and stretch it out over the sea and divide it, so that the sons of Israel may go through the middle of the sea on dry land. As for me, hear this. I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they will go into the sea after them, and I will be glorified and honored through Pharaoh and all his army, and his war chariots and his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know without a doubt and acknowledge that I am the Lord, when I am glorified and honored through Pharaoh, through his war chariots and his charioteers. What a wonderful account. Friends, let us remind ourselves that God guided the Israelites to the exact place where he wanted them to be, right on the edge of the Red Sea. It was God's place. With the water at their backs and the Pharaoh and the Egyptians bearing down on them, it was only God who could provide a way out. This experience can occur in our lives from time to time. We feel as if we are in an impossible situation, just for God to show us how powerful he is. God is an outside-the-box thinker. Everyone felt backed up against a wall with no way out, but that's because no one would have predicted that God, would part the Red Sea for the Israelites to walk through on solid ground. Difficult times, friends, will come to all of us. Though it is easy to get afraid of having nowhere to run, these are the moments we can see God work at his best. These are the times when we see the miracles happening. If you are standing somewhere between the devil and the Red Blue Sea, My trust tonight is that the faith of God will rise up in your heart and that you will know that God will fight this battle for you. Some questions for reflection as we close off. First of all, do you believe your difficult situation can be an opportunity for God to come through for you? What type of prayer do you need to have to change your mindset or your thinking on this difficulty, to see it as God having you right where He wants you to be? Imagine being one of the Israelites who walked through the Red Sea and saw Pharaoh's army destroyed. What would that have done to your faith in God? How would that change your view of God, even in your circumstances today? May God bless you as you ponder these things. Amen.